until the final and the most recent Third Great Plague pandemic of 1855 in China. This time around, the plague appeared in the Yunnan province of China and quickly spread across the Qing Empire to the British outpost of Hong Kong, where it was transmitted aboard ships to the British colonies in India, where it wreaked immense havoc. This third bubonic plague pandemic would go on to claim the lives of 12 million more people, mostly in India and China, but it was relatively mild everywhere else in the world. After the discovery of the bacterium that causes the disease and the realization that rats and fleas were the primary carriers in the late 19th century, and especially after the discovery of antibiotics, the deadly grip that the plague had over the human species began to finally fade away. But the bubonic plague does still exist today. Between 2010 and 2015, there were still 3,248 recorded cases of the plague across the world, and on average, 9 people still manage to get infected by it per year in the United States. After thousands of years of chaos and earth-shattering pandemics, though, humanity has finally learned how to properly fight back against the bubonic plague. If you want to learn more about how diseases like this work on a biological level, or if you're curious for more information on the ongoing and evolving coronavirus pandemic, CuriosityStream has multiple fascinating short documentaries like this one, or this one that will tell you about how the coronavirus began in Wuhan, how it spread to the rest of the world, and how scientists across the planet are racing to discover a vaccine. There's plenty in each of them that will explain how the world got to this point in the coronavirus pandemic, and these are just a few of the thousands of top-quality non-fiction shows and documentaries that you can watch on CuriosityStream. Of course, the library that you get through a CuriosityStream subscription is now much larger thanks to their bundled deal with Nebula, the streaming video platform created by myself and loads of other educational creators.
I've always wanted to be a teacher. With everything going on, we've had to alter our classroom settings. We have to transition into virtual learning to make sure that the education is continuing.
We're here and we're ready. Verizon and the New York Times are offering 14 million students free digital access to Times journalism.
There are some things that are just not possible on our planet. It would certainly be understandable that you would think that if it's impossible here on Earth, then it would be impossible everywhere else in the universe. But that's simply not the case, and the universe is far stranger than any of us can actually believe. Let's begin with shadows. Your shadow on Earth is always alone, and you're always used to seeing it this way as it follows you around during the day. You're also used to seeing everybody else with just one shadow, but this isn't a universal thing that would be experienced elsewhere. You have one shadow because our primary light source on Earth is our sun. But what would happen if there were two suns? A planet that orbits two stars would look much like Tatooine from Star Wars, with two brilliant sunsets each day and two shadows instead of one for each person. It used to only be science fiction until the planet Kepler-16b was discovered, which is a place that orbits two different stars. If you were suddenly teleported to the surface of the planet, you would likely die from the extreme temperatures and lack of air to breathe, but assuming that you were teleported in a suit that could help you survive, then you would experience having two different shadows, a friend for your always lonely shadow that you experience on Earth. Our next extremely bizarre place is a planet that is likely completely covered in water, an ocean planet named GJ1214b. The planet is several times larger than the Earth, which makes the Pacific Ocean on our planet seem like a puddle in comparison. Even though water covers over 70% of the Earth's surface, water only accounts for 0.05% of the Earth's total mass. On GJ1214b, however, water may account for up to 10% of the planet's total mass, which means that the entire planet would be covered in an ocean hundreds of kilometers deep. Our own ocean goes down only a mere 11 kilometers, and we already have terrifying monsters like this, and this, or huge whales like this. So, one's a
right, yeah. Shit. kind of a good idea anyways. I mean... Back to home. What's this? What's this corridor? What? What's this? Oh, that. That's what that is. That's what that is. Screw it, I'll just do it in Minecraft, I guess.